Good afternoon. My name is Michael Ford and I will be giving a speech on recorders. Recorders have an important part in music history with the development of woodwind instruments. They also tell the story of how these instruments would change with acoustical design. This also helped with the progress of modern woodwinds and brass instruments that we are most familiar with today. As we look to the past, we can see the present in many of these instruments and how they were constructed. The recorder is around 700 years old and has been used for ceremonies and entertainment when it initially appeared in the 12th century. Even though there are no surviving recorders from that time, we know of their existence through artwork of the period. The oldest recorder still in existence from the 13th century was known as the Dorset recorder. With the advances in acoustical design, the recorder would undergo changes in the 14th and 15th century to resemble the recorders we were handed as a child in the elementary schools. As recorders became more popular, players developed groups and a family of recorders started to emerge. This also helped composers to create richer harmonies and depth to their music. As music progressed, so would the recorder. The recorder became a solo voice during the 16th and 17th century. Composers wrote for the instrument with common stringed instruments at the time. The lute, which is usually just a standard stringed instrument. The rebec, which is played with a bow. The psalter, which is similar to an auto harp but played with a bow. And the vielle, the cousin to the violin. Recorders and their music would continue to grow in popularity. In the 18th and the 19th century, recorders would also travel to the New World. They would fade in popularity until the mid-20th century, until recorders would make a revival. In the 1960s, players and listeners would find a new love for the instrument, and recorders would go from classical music to folk music. Recorders have had their place in music history and would find themselves at the cornerstone of music education. They are the first wind instrument that most students receive. This can have an impact on the future of the student and the instrument they choose. The first steps of their musical education is to learn how to assemble the instrument, if it is not in one solid piece. Music teachers must lay a foundation, which all instrumental learning is made of rhythm and pitch. This is taught through familiar songs and games to help the young student grasp the concepts being taught. Once these principles have been learned, they may join with others that are learning how to play. Competition between students is encouraged. Practice and commitment to excellence is also encouraged. Individual practice can help develop a sense of pride in making music. This will lead to the overall ability of the group that is playing together. Learning a musical instrument of any kind enhances the student's learning ability in all subjects and confidence. Now I will give examples of each one of the recorders. This is the bass recorder. The next recorder is the tenor recorder, and this will be our lead. The alto recorder. The soprano recorder. This is the recorder that is most given to young students. And the sopranino recorder. Recorders have been made easy to make because of their high-grade plastic. This set of Baroque recorders is usually around $200. So with this, you can easily start a group. There are books that are fairly inexpensive for around $5 to $10. There are also great internet resources to provide you all the music you need, and all you need is a printer. There are many professional recorder groups, so people looking to start their own groups can have some inspiration. Performances of the groups can easily be set up through community centers, libraries, and other small ensemble spaces. These groups can easily entertain the community with no sound system necessary. This will make booking your group for commitments very easy. Recorders have had a varied place in the world for folk music, classical, and even jazz. They continue to make a person's journey into the world of music one that is easy and enjoyable. They've also played a major role on how we see the evolution of musical instruments in the future. They express the music of the past and influence the music that is made every day.